Hello boys and girls, how are you doing? I hope you're doing just fine and I hope your week has been great so far. And today is another Saturday, which is great news. If you're a party boy or a party girl, obviously you're getting ready for tonight's festivities, or you're just sitting in probably watching TV, whatnot. But I'm, as usual, sitting here in my home studio recording videos for my Easy Idioms website and for all my other blogs, EnglishHarmony.com, AccentAdventure.com, and the fourth one, BestEnglishFiction.com. And actually, touching about the subject of reading, I'm going to review the whole Gone series. This is the last book I've been reading, and I actually find myself at loose ends, to be honest with you. Whenever I finish reading a series of books, right, somehow my life is not the same as it used to be, because as you can imagine, reading all these 6 books, all these 6 books, they're all stacked up there, right? Took me some time, not an enormous amount of time, about 6 weeks or so, I would imagine. I'm not really sure, but about, let's say, roughly 2 months, right? So for 2 months, I was totally immersed into that world, All those characters literally grew on me, which means that I got very familiar with them. They became like my friends, because on all occasions, whenever I got a chance to read, during my lunch breaks, right before bed, and while having my dinner, after coming home, I would snatch 10-15 minute breaks to read the books, and I was actually living in that world. And now all of a sudden it's all ended. And to be fair, I find myself at loose ends, because it feels as if someone's been taken away from me, And I'm a 34-year-old adult, and I should know better than that, obviously, because it's a normal thing, You read a book, you finish a book, and it's no big deal. But for me, it is a big deal. And as you can infer the meaning of the idiom at loose ends, it means to feel out of place, feel that something's not alright, feel restless, feel anxious, for no reason at all. Even though normally there would be a reason. In this particular case, the reason is I've stopped reading the books. But sometimes a person might feel at loose ends, even though they can't actually put their finger on it, which is another expression I've looked at previously, a while back, and it means they can't really identify what the reason for it is, but still that person feels very anxious, they don't know what to do, they're very uncertain, and typically someone would feel at loose ends, or be at loose ends, to be more specific, right? You don't feel at loose ends, you are at loose ends, right? A typical situation would involve someone would have gone something very hard, they would be going through a rough patch in their lives, and then some big change would have happened. Either a relationship would have broken up, or a person loses a job, or is forced to move, or say for instance children going back to school after summer's holidays, or after lengthy holidays I would have to go back to work, and for the first couple of days, but especially on the morning of the first day, I would definitely be at loose ends, because you've gotten used to the previous lifestyle, and all of a sudden you've thrown back into the old environment, which you've actually forgotten almost, and that's when a person would be at loose ends. And that's how I feel now, a little bit, you know what I mean? But I already started reading another book, so it's not that bad. And that book, by the way, has started growing on me as well. And I was actually feeling the same way when I was reading the Maze Runner series early this year, around January. I started reading it around Christmas, and then it went on for a month or so. And I thought that was the greatest series of books I've ever read in my life. And guess what? Little did I know that Gone series would turn out to be even greater, So it's ironic, every next fiction I read beats the previous one, you know. But I would imagine you can't really compare the two, or any fiction I've been reading in my life, you know. Everything falls in their own unique category, and I wouldn't even try to stack up the gun fiction with the Maze Runner books, because even though they're the same genre, you know, dystopian fiction, but they're actually different, obviously, in so many ways, because characters are different and setting and everything is different, you know. It's a whole new world. When you start reading into a new series of books, everything is brand new, and you kind of forget what you've been reading before, and the new fiction overshadows the older one. But anyway, it doesn't help me. It doesn't help me in my situation where I'm at loose ends. But I'm on the road to recovery, my friends. And don't worry, in a couple of days' time, I'll be just grand. I'll be fine. I'll be flying through my new book. And I'll take a few phrases out of that one to finish up this 50 American phrase mission. Because, to be honest with you guys, I couldn't... it's my coffee. Cheers. To be honest, I almost knocked the coffee mug off the computer desk, right? And anyway, yeah, I didn't have enough phrases from those Gun series books to fill in all the blanks for the 50 phrases out of this mission, you know. 8 spots were left blank, so I'm going to use the new book as a source of more American phrases to finish off this mission. And that's about it, my friends. This is the 33rd phrase, to be at loose ends. And I guess anybody can relate to that state of mind when you're at loose ends, because we've all gone through some crises in our lives, whether we've lost someone, we've broken up with our girlfriend or boyfriend, or we've changed jobs, or we got made redundant, or we graduated from the high school and then we have to start looking for a job. In all those situations we are at loose ends, because it's a massive change, you know, in our lives. And yeah, that's about it, my friends. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.